Hey, this is James with Schaefer Battle. Thanks for checking out the Roosta podcast, the best source for underground punk hardcore and
Tell you lies, truth denied, evil intent will never see eye to eye. Youth lost, fighting without a cause, killing one another over scraps to be the boss. Now it's time, don't run and hide. Shit got real, now they're running out of time. Now it's time, don't run and hide. Shit got real, now we're running out of time. Shots fired, shots fired, the shots fired. Who will be next? Shots fired, shots fired, the shots fired. Who will be next? Shots fired, shots fired, the shots fired. Who will be next? Shots fired, shots fired, the shots fired. You will be next. Genocide, homicide, that's all you see in these city streets. The politics, we won't take it no more. Streets full of race, it's time to settle the score. Our backs against the wall. We're gonna stand tall, we're gonna fight it till your system fall. Now it's time, don't run and hide. Shit got real, now we're running out of time. Shots fired, the shots fired, the shots fired. Who will be next? Shots fired, shots fired, the shots fired. Who will be next? Shots fired, shots fired, the shots fired. Who will be next? Shots fired, the shots fired, the shots fired. You will be next. They don't want to see us united, just bloodstained streets, completely divided.
Hello and welcome to the Roosta Show. That was a little twisted. I'm a twisted man. Today we have a very special band, Negro Terror. I feel bad that Omar can't be here. Omar Higgins, rest in peace, brother. And but we have his brother David Higgins here today, who is the new lead singer and guitarist of Negro Terror. So we will be discussing with him about the band's future and about what's going on in this world today.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
Can you hear me, Rooster? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, buddy.
Oh, man, I
Yeah.
can't complain. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I can't complain.
That's right, man. We're totally blessed. I mean that. I mean it. If anybody, you know I mean it. I mean it.
Yes. Yeah, no.
All right. Well, first of all, we just got to say, I want to say sorry real quick that your brother can't be here. Omar, bless him. And hopefully he's singing to the Lord up there, using his talents,
I know
37 years old, man. That's too young.
one thing I can say, when he was in the hospital, we kept a lot of positive praying people around him. That's what my other brother Joseph said. He's like, we called in our pastors, people from all the different churches that we performed in every Sunday, because we played for 3 different churches every
Wow.
Sunday. Right. One Kojic, which was the Church of God in Christ, and it was a big church, and then one non-denomination, and then another Baptist church. So
Yeah. I
so
was
we would
bored. Yeah. Go ahead.
we would two people. We would start our morning at 6 a.m. We would be done till 2 p.m.
Wow. That's crazy. You really love the Lord then. That's really good stuff. That's good stuff.
That's what we learned to play our instruments, our vocals, like all in church. We came up together. It's funny. Our first guitar and bass teacher was a white guy, by the name of James Brown.
Oh my Lord
Yeah.
Jesus.
His name was James Brown. His son was Chris Brown, and he was the more punk of the family. He worked at a local skate shop in Memphis called Cheapskate, and we would go down there by Airwalks. Airwalks. I had a big Lakers longboard. My dad used to skate. Omar tried to skate, but he was just so flat footed. But he was a martial artist. He did everything he could do, but skating wasn't his thing.
Oh, that is so funny. Martial arts, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's so cool. All right, man. I appreciate you, David, man. Bless you again, and thank you for being here. We're gonna just head right into like talking about your band, Negro Terror, man. What's going on with that? I mean, how did it start, and what's the future of it, and all that good stuff.
Well, my memory of the very first time I ever heard the words Negro Terror come out of my brother's mouth, we were playing a venue called the Full Moon Club in Memphis, Tennessee, which is now a Mexican restaurant called Frida's.
Oh,
And right, and we were in between. We were playing with two punk bands. One was called the Form Walters out of Europe, and then I forget the other band's name. And we were playing a reggae set, and in between, we were talking to a few of our friends because everybody would show up: hip hop kids, R&B lovers, rock lovers, everybody. Our crew would listen to everything. We were sitting out on the balcony area with Doc, a friend of ours who's passed away, and one of our friends, Tactics, who's a hip hop artist. He still works out at the High Tone here to this day. And Omar and then we're just going back and forth mentioning different band names, and almost talking to Doc. He said, "Man, I want to put together this hardcore like punk band called Negro Terror. I want to really scare these people, really wake them up." And then Tactics mentioned he wanted to start a black band called Where the White Women At, but he said it in Spanish. It was the Spanish version, and I was, and we thought they were just riffing back and forth. Omar was serious. Like this Screwdriver cover, he's been wanting to do that cover since 2006. It was another local pub out here called Murphy's, Irish pub, and he would always want to do. Say, man, hey, can I get any band that he would bring out here? Because he was a promoter too. Any band he would bring out to Memphis, Tennessee, he would be like, hey, can I get up and do a song with you guys? It's an easy song, 1 4 5, like 3 chords. It's a Screwdriver cover. Oh no, man, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, but he didn't. They didn't realize he wanted to switch the lyrics up and
yeah.
call it "Voice of Memphis."
Instead
They
of
always
Voice of Britain. Yeah, I
right.
get you now. We are the
Right.
voice of Britain. Yeah, I
Right.
remember what song you're talking about.
Nobody got where he was coming from until years later, and
Voice
when
of Memphis.
all of us came together, and we started it in late 2015. I was renting a rehearsal spot called the Midtown Vault, which is just a storage room in Midtown, and I was using it for every project we worked on, from church to R&B to jazz to rock, punk. One night he goes out, gets with two other colleagues of ours at the time, and he's like, "Man, I went out last night and I went over a song that we've been working on." I was like, "Which song?" Yeah, this is one of these kind of thrash punk kind of songs. I want to start this band, man, called Negro Terror. It's like I love reggae, but I want to play something harder. I want to play something raw, something real harder, and really wake people up. I was like, okay. And then at that time, I was working at a fast food joint. So depressed to be working there because I got my college, and I was just making that little extra ends meet after our mother passed the year before in 2014.
uh,
Yeah, and she had a whole thing set up for us to get this job in Arkansas, and she had a lot of connections. All of that fell through, and then I tried to get a job at this international paper cubicle, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. And I just got a quick job one day. We were at our church working out. They were hiring upstairs, and And I went up there and I was like, job fair, where is it at? Oh, it's for this chicken place. And I did that and I hated it. And but I did that to keep the rehearsal spot, the jam spot, so we could
Yeah.
keep working on music and Chinese connection and everything. And I just kept paying it. That one, I don't know what it was, $160 a month. And we just kept doing that every single month. And he brought in two other guitarists too, because the band, he always wanted it to be a four-piece. He started out thinking three-piece, and then he was like, man, I want it to be more powerful sound. I want solos.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
He was like, I want guitar harmonies. I want this and that. And then he brought in our cousin Brian. He ran into some transportation issue. He couldn't do it. And then he brought in another friend of ours, Langston Wynn, who was the brother of Kari Wynn. I don't know if you ever noticed the bass player with the last 15 years, 20 years of Public Enemy's career, they would have a
Of
bass
course.
player on stage, a guitarist. That's Kari Wynn. And he's from
Wow.
Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so his who was a metalhead Langston, he played in the early stages of formation of Negro Terror. And then he fell off because he wanted the sound to be a lot more metal like he was. And then he left, and then Omar came up to me outside the vault. I was pissed off. Rooster. I was pissed off because I had a bad day at work, and he came up and said, man, we can use some guitar solos. I was like, Omar, I don't want to hear it right now. I had a bad I got all this fast food stuff over me. My clothes got flour all over it. I don't want to hear it. But if y'all get serious about this, I'm there for you. I got your back. Right now, I can't hear it right now. And so I stood behind the scenes helping Omar kind of push the band, get the band together, get the logistical side together, and start booking shows. We tried to get them on the Memphis Punk Rock Festival with now I won't even mention his name, Tyler. Well, I'll say his name, Tyler. Tyler, he was a promoter out here. He fell into some hot water but he was like one of the main punk promoters out here.
Damn.
And I was trying to get them on that Afro Punk. I was pushing for that. It was so much. And then a year after the band started playing live, uh, uh, this was in July. CKY came to Memphis, and Omar was like, "Hey, you remember that show we used to watch growing up, Jackass?" I was like, "Yeah, Jack Bam Margera. Yeah. You remember that song we used to listen to all the time? Yeah, that's CKY. Can't kill you." So I was like, "Yeah. What about they're coming to the high tone? You want to open with us?" I was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." And I played that show. After that show, he said we went to our gym at a local church out here, well-known church. It's been in social media called Brown Baptist Church, and we were working out. It was a Monday, so after we work out, we would go and cash our checks and stuff from Sunday. And he was like in the gym. He was like, "Man, that show this past weekend was fucking awesome. I want you to be in this band. I want you to be. I wanted to be a four-piece." And it was just a lot of friction to make that a reality. And then when it finally became a reality in between 2017 and 2018, we dropped the documentary. We started working on music. Man, we were doing so much. We were traveling out of town. We went to Nashville. It was packed at the Global Education Center. Well, but the band itself, when it first came out, it came out like a bat out of hell. It scared people. It woke people up. I call it a shot of adrenaline to the heart. Like if you remember that scene on Pulp Fiction when they do the
Oh yeah.
adrenaline, that's what Negro Terror. All right,
Yeah.
that's what Negro Terror was. As soon as they heard the music, saw who it was, because a lot of people knew Omar from back in the day in the late '90s and the early millennium promoting out here in Memphis. They didn't know he could get down like that. Like they seen
Yeah.
it, but they
Yeah.
didn't see
Yeah.
it. And that's what we just kept pushing after that until we started working on a big Memphis rock and roll tribute show called Black and Brutal. We did the first one in February 2019, and then early April 2019, Omar started showing symptoms. I didn't know what was wrong with him, but I could tell, his brother was real quiet when he got home, real quiet when he got in the car, just real quiet. I could tell something wasn't right. It got to a point where he didn't want to walk around too much.
Damn.
And then, yeah. And we got back from one church service. He got on the floor, got ready to get something to eat. Then he said, "No, I don't want anything." I cooked him something. He was like, "I don't want anything." He thought he had a pinched nerve in his back. And he was down on that floor for 5 days. 5 days. Like calling
Wow.
friends, associates, going live, still trying to push the man. And I'm like, Omar, you need to worry about you, man. And you got to get right. And dude, it declined. His health just kept declining. Then it went back up. That was a bright side at one point, but then it just declined again until ultimately uh, he passed. And yeah, that was that. We're still trying to get over that, man.
Oh yeah, you can't ever get over. Just like mom and dad passing away. My mom and dad both passed away. My mom died in '97. My dad passed away in 2002. Oh, it never goes away. That pain lasts forever. You know what I mean? Especially with a brother and all that. And so I mean, all you can do is just honor them in your memories. And the way you live your life. That's all you can do. That's right.
That's what you just said. One thing I didn't think would happen when we actually started playing together, getting the band together. That's when I started feeling his presence more on stage, and that helped me get through a lot. Like I was being happy again on stage, playing this music, the voice of Memphis and stuff, and started singing it, and then that was making other people happy. And I promise you, when I went out of town to Alabama, we played a show out there. I swear to you, when we got done playing the show, it felt like he was in the fucking room. It felt like that same spirit, and I was at peace. I was like, he's not here, but I feel that exact same camaraderie. Like, because after we got done with shows, everybody knows we walk around, smoke, herb, drink, all that, and have fun, talk. Everybody having a good time. Then hit the Taco Bell at the end, and it was just fun.
Yeah.
and that same damn feeling, I promise you. I ain't told too many people that, but that same feeling that when that hit me, I was like, oh, I gotta keep this going. I gotta keep it going in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. God works in mysterious ways. That's the way I look at it. I mean, it could even be his spirit, giving you comfort, and all that. The Holy Spirit giving you comfort, and all that good stuff. It's great. It's wonderful how God works. He knows what we need when we need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So right on, man. So you have that KKK Karen anthem that came out 2025. That's you, right? That's all you. And Shots Fired, that's you.
That's me too.
Okay, all right. And then with the Negro Terror single as well. Do you guys have a full-length album yet, or are you working on that?
It's funny you should mention that. We just did an interview yesterday with Rick Cheddar at Radio Memphis, where we kind of announced it a little bit. We kind of let the cat out of the bag, but we're going to let the cat out of the bag completely this Saturday with the announcement at our show, Black and Brutal. But we got new music. We got a lot of new music, a lot of record. We got another thing under the umbrella of Negro Terror. When I tell you, the city ain't ready for this. It's going to be epic. Like the next single is a song called LFG. I'll see you the artwork for it. And yeah, that's just about perseverance. That's what that song is all about. Persevering, pushing through. When the shit hits the fan and everything around you will close it in, punch through that motherfucker and go.
That's right.
That's what the song is. A short song. I articulately made it to be short. Just a heavy riff, just game chance. It's a short minute, something seconds.
Yeah.
And that's one. And then right after that, we got a tune called Face Off. That's dope too. That's like early Bad Brains inspired PMA, positive mental attitude.
Yeah. Love it. Hey, you know what's so funny when you said perseverance and going through things when it hits the fan, and you know what came to my mind? The Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah. Right when he goes through the wall. Oh yeah.
You remind me of one of my favorite episodes of Family Guy, when everybody in the courtroom was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah!" He jumped to the wall. They were like, "Why are you here?" And he backs
Yeah,
out.
that was funny. That was
That
good
was,
stuff. You gotta laugh at life, man. It's either laugh or cry. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, there's already enough turmoil in this life as it is. I mean,
and
go
when you
ahead.
learn the science behind just laughter and comedy, that's what people don't even get about Negro Terror. That was a satirical thing behind the whole vibe of what Omar was doing with it, which we'll let people in on that too later on too. They're going to hear about that. There's a lot of satirical vibes to that, and laughing it builds white cells, which help fight cancer. Like laughter, like that's just a big part of just. If you cannot laugh, you're just an unhappy person. I don't really want to be around you. I don't want to be around because we were cut up all the time. We let Rooster the house we grew up in. We had a fucking ball. Like the watching comedies all day, music, concerts. Like I seriously have had one of the greatest childhoods. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Did we have some ups and downs, some hardships? Did we fight? Of course.
Of course,
But
yes.
But man, when I look back on it, oh my God.
So, what got you into playing guitar?
Okay.
To wanting to be a musician?
You ever seen the movie Crossroads with Ralph
Yes.
Macchio?
Actually, I
That
have.
that was the first thing I saw, and I watched the specifically the very end when they're fighting, when they battle each other, and they're like
Yeah.
in a version of the blues hell, and he starts playing Paganini's it's a classical song, but it was like a neoclassical guitar lick, and Steve Vai's character started playing it, and then Ralph Macchio started playing his version of it. Ralph started playing it too. He went into some blues riffs and then started playing it too. And
Hmm.
I remember watching on UPN 30 on a fuzzy ass TV in my mom's bedroom. I was just sitting there. I was so it blew my mind. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do exactly. I want to do when I got older, like because we grew up either in church, we were either in the choirs, we were playing music, playing percussion with our dad, who was a
Of course.
drummer, Oregon. All my life, I always saw great guitarists, like Albert Brown here in Memphis. He was the Preston Shannon. He was an amazing guitarist who played with my dad. Gary Goins. If you look these people up, amazing guitarists from Memphis. And and I saw that movie, and when I got a little bit older and I could afford a acoustic guitar, much like what I have in my, I got a guitar with me right now. I just play all the. If I'm just sitting down watching TV, I got to pick the guitar and stuff. And I started at 13 years old, and like I said, James Brown.
That was
he
funny.
brought me to the church. Me and my mom, and I started out on lessons, and yeah, it was that movie. But all my life growing up, I would hear like the Offspring, I would hear Pantera, Metallica, all those MTV bands that were all on MTV. They always show me some obscure stuff I never even heard of, like black metal and
Bangers
some chick.
Ball, man. Headbangers
Yeah,
Ball.
ball, yeah. Oh man, dude, what I tell you, Omar would just sit in the room and put me on when they moved. We were all four in one room at one point. And then my other brothers, the twins, they moved out. Then I was in there with just me and Omar for a while before I moved out. And he would just sit there, especially when he got something called web TV. He was like, man, check this band out. And check this shit out. And
Yeah.
check this out. Can I go to sleep? Oh. So it was an encyclopedia of just everything. I forgot more than I can remember. Like, but it was awesome. was awesome. And yeah, man. And I got the ignorance out here in Memphis is so interested in my generation, how I grew up. Because one of the schools I went to was Kirby Middle, and I was 13 starting to play, and some of the kids, so-called friends, was, you playing that white boy guitar stuff, you playing that white me. Well, I'm like, man, y'all don't know the history. Like, like if you knew where this came from and where we are, and because I was blessed enough to grow up in a family of musicians, so I always saw black guitars, white
Yeah,
guitars. I saw
yeah,
all colors, Hispanic, everything. And like I said, the movie Crossroads, watching that, and
yeah.
yeah, I got persecuted. I got picked on for playing guitar, and I kind of stopped a little bit, and then got back when I was about 18 and a half, going back to 19 years old, and it just kept playing. I played with Omar in church since 2007. When I found out how much money he was making playing music, I was like, "Wait a minute! You get a check like that? You make that much playing bass in church? Can I do that with you?" He said, "Come to rehearsal."
I never got paid playing guitar in church. Darn it.
Oh man,
Man, my cheap church. How dare they?
I'm gonna say you should come to Memphis. We got plenty of churches that will pay you.
Oh, that's funny, man. I do it for the joy of the Lord, man. That's what I
Yeah,
would do for. I don't even care that you can't carry those riches to heaven. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's
No,
real talk.
no, no.
Yeah,
I just get a joy playing. I really do. I love writing music as well. I write goth rock mostly. I know I grew up punk rock and all that, but The Cure is my favorite band still.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so
Robert, yeah, yeah,
yeah, he's an amazing guitarist.
yes, yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
he is. So, are we gonna see you continuing the path on this new album at least with extreme brutal hardcore, or are you gonna have some reggae twist to it as well?
Now, when you hear the other, man, I'll let the cat out of the bag. Here. The other
I'm
project that
sorry, I'm prying, dude. I'm picking.
the other project that's what underneath Negro Terror, it'll be more what you just said. But the essence of Negro Terror, what Omar created, I want to keep that vibe as much as possible. I
That's
want to
right.
keep that street
Keep a
rock.
spirit alive.
Yeah, I want to keep that street rock, hardcore punk, the metal elements, the sludge elements. We got a lot of cool stuff that's my thing. I'm all about timing, taking my time to make sure everything is exactly how we want it as much as possible. And we got some stuff coming up with Negro too. Like this next song is straight up punk rock. LFG is dropping very soon.
Oh,
At the
I
end of
can't
the
wait.
or the next one, short song, like I said, short song. But
All
yeah,
the
it's
good ones back in the day were all short songs, anyways. 7 seconds and all that good stuff. I mean, they're all short. Black Flag, everything. I mean, Circle Jerks, all that stuff was all amazing music, but they're always so short. It's like, gosh, I wish I had a couple more minutes of that. But then again, it would take away the point.
right.
The direct in your face point. You know what I mean?
Yes. Thank you for saying yeah, because Omar had to reteach people that with Negro Terror, he used to do this song called Pig Bras, which turned into Limb from Limb. And it was a very short song. And it was like you said, like 15, 20 seconds. If we would get done, we would be like, huh?
I mean, you're barely done breathing. It's over.
And
It's over.
I'll be in the
That's
background of Murphy. Just like y'all don't get it.
that's so awesome. How do you feel taking on the role of the lead singer? I
Oh
mean,
man.
were you a
It
little nervous at first stepping into your brother's footsteps?
yeah, in the beginning, I felt it wasn't a fear kind of thing. It was more like, how am I going to translate the guitar like he translated the bass because on the bass he would play a lot of fills. He would even solo in Negro Terror with the bass. So I was like, how am I going to generate that same power? Like I knew I could do it vocally, but I just didn't. I didn't know how the guitar was going to translate because it was so. To this day, I still haven't found a bass player, and I don't think I ever will. I don't know. I don't know that brings that same presence and power that Omar brought. It's it's just hard. It's hard to try to fit into those shoes. So I don't try to fit. And I walk in his footprints, but I try to put my own shoes on if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like I try to,
Yeah.
like I walk in those giant footprints and with my own shoes. And it's been like I said when I played that show, which if anybody didn't want me to ever play Negro Terror music again, I shouldn't have played that show in Florence, Alabama. Because after I played that show, I felt that spirit. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's still effing there. You just got to bring it. You got to bring it. You got to take that same energy, and it's in us. It's in that Higgins blood, but we just got to push, persevere, just push and put it
Yep.
out there. Put that shit out there. It's there. It's there.
You, you know what it reminds me of is that poem called Footsteps. You're walking on the sand barefoot, and then all of a sudden you see this other set of footprints in the sand walking next to you, you know, and there's no one there, but it's there, you know, like you have that presence that's helping you through this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's probably exactly what it is.
We're getting deep, man. I hope you
No,
have your
no.
boots on. We're getting deep.
I'll go there with you. I'll go
Oh man, this is awesome. I love you. This is great stuff, man. I'm really happy that we got to do this. Yeah, I'm sure it's healing for you as well. You know what I mean?
there. Yeah, talking about it and reminiscing on it. Like I can't stand people that say, "Hey, well, don't be nostalgic about." Why not? Like when I go and look up the word nostalgic in the dictionary, it's all these powerful, beautiful words that go with it, and healing words that come with it. And it brings a smile to your face. And like I said, those endorphins and those cells, you're on a biological level, you're like healing yourself, like by
Yeah.
doing that. You're nostalgic and smiling and laughing about it. How is that a bad thing? You can't convince me it's a bad thing. You can try, but it won't work.
So yeah, you okay, I'm gonna go back to one thing real quick. You were talking about your brother said that he kind of started this as kind of not a joke, but was it was
Lyrical vibe to it because where it was a commercial he saw old serials where they were like, well, you can see it in the Richard Little Richard movie, the biopic that came out. It's similar serials and commercials in it. The black man is taking over the world through music. It's getting all the white women hot and bothered, and they want to have sex with the black man and all that. It's a form of terror. It's a Negro terror. And he was just like, this is hilarious. He's just laughing at the propaganda. And he's like, I got to take that whole concept and use that in this band, like because it's just when you look at it, like Reefer Madness,
yeah.
propaganda, the lies that the media try to spin or politics and stuff like that. It's just it's hilarious.
It
So
is. That is.
so
That's awesome.
that's what he did. He like it's a lot of little satirical Easter eggs that people will find out in time. Because we've got so much footage from our rehearsals and stuff that people have never seen. I got one on my page from years ago that people are like, where did that come from? So people will in time they will see. They will see. It's
So
cool
do you
stuff.
have a YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel with stuff
Uh,
like this on it?
not with this, but we do have an NTCCD media page on YouTube. And it's got like our Tiny Desk submission, very grindhouse, very
Okay.
guerrilla stuff. You know, We got LFG, the music video will debut on that channel soon. So we got the video for that coming, and yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming to that channel. So
Okay, tell us about shows. You got some shows coming up.
okay, this will be the
What
fourth.
you got? What you got for 2026? How about that? Let's just go there.
So, first off, the big show, the fourth annual Black and Brutal, which is a tribute to Memphis's contribution to the legacy of rock and roll. The first recorded rock and roll song. Some people argue about it, but we we know what's up. The first rock and roll recording was done here at Sun Studios, Ike Turner, Rocket 88. And for people that I put this together to educate, pay tribute, and bring more pride to the city. That's my goal going forward. I want to bring way more pride to this city because every time you hear about Memphis, and it's been like that in Detroit and Chicago, but Memphis has always had this stain of just violence, 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 and it can't seem to break out of it. It cannot seem to break out of it. And so with things like this Black and Brutal tribute to Memphis rock and roll, we want to showcase Memphis's contribution. We were some of the main people that pushed rock and roll music. Like the very first rock and roll band ever on MTV was out of Memphis, Tennessee, a band called Xavion. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, like, and then you think about what Rufus Thomas did for rock and roll. You think about what Ike Turner did. You think of Roscoe Gordon. It's so many. The Bill Streeters, like I'm
Chuck
just
Berry, man. But
Chuck
he was
Berry.
not from Memphis though, but
No, but they all respect him out here. They respect his
uh,
sister Sister Rosetta Thorpe. Uh, it's so many, and this show is a showcase to that, and paying tribute to all that. And it's also we're taking a dig at Gene Simmons because I don't know if you heard about Gene Simmons lately from Kiss.
yeah.
He doesn't believe that hip hop belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I heard that. That's
It's like the
silly.
second time he's done that. So I heard that and I was like, wow, that's some bullshit right there. You know what we need on this show? Hip hop artists. So,
Wow.
so
Yeah, that's just nuts. I know half of Death Row Records, man. Half of those people need to be in there, man. I'm
yeah,
telling you. I mean, they started a lot of that, and it's just that sound that they do, man. I'm Dr. Dre and Snoop, and when they started all that sound, I mean, I was like blown away even too. As a white guy, dude, I'm like, wow, this is cool because it has a soul to it, and that's what I like. I like the soul. I don't like it when it just comes out and they're just to a beat. No,
right.
have some soul to it, man. Put your heart into that son of a bitch. You know what I
That's
mean?
that's the thing about the Memphis sound, that grit, soulfulness. What you just said, that Memphis sound, and so we got that tribute coming up this Saturday, and then after that we got a show out of town. We're gonna hit the road again to Illinois. A big show out there, and then what else? We got the new single dropping. We got another announcement about something under the Negro Terror brand that you'll hear next month, the top of next month. Man, we got so much cool stuff.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you guys.
A mini doc. We're talking about overseas stuff too. So yeah, we talk. We're making something happen.
Good for you, man. I'm really proud of you guys. We're kind of running low on time. We have 3 minutes, believe it or not.
Oh
Anything
no,
you'd like to get off your chest and say thank yous, to anybody and fans, to whatever you want?
man!
Floor is yours.
I just want to say thank you to the ones that are supporting what we're doing going forward with Negro Terror the brand. And just know that we're all about positive vibes, truth and rights. If there's anything you want to know, ask us. Don't assume. Ask us. We got great music coming. We want to take y'all along for the ride. We can't do it without you. We love you. Thank you for your support thus far. We're going to keep this going for Omar, ourselves.
Yep.
We want to bring you along for the ride.
That's right. And when you get your new album done, hit me back up, man. We'll get you on. You can talk about your album. I mean, it'll be more of an exclusive for the album, and so just hit me up. We'll do that something.
I would love that, Rooster.
Yeah. Much love to you. Bless you and your family. And I thank you so much, man, for your time today.
Rooster, from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you for this opportunity to speak on this. It's awesome. You are on my Rolodex of some real good friends that we can call on to help and support in this
Yep.
punk rock. So, yeah, brother, thank you.
You're welcome. And if you have any other bands that would like a little bit of love, send them my way, and I will do my best to get them on the show.
I will.
All right. God bless. You take care of yourself. More
Bless.
rock, less cock. We have the Roosta Show here with Brother David right here, man. Thank you, David. I appreciate you. God bless.
Thank you,
take care of yourself.
Will do.
Till next time.
You just won't quit. You say I fit the description when I ain't did shit. Then you scream you gonna stand your ground, telling me to run back on my side of town. Back off trick, we just wanna be free, because the ugly side of me you don't want to see. All you can do is hope and pray, because the real street justice is on its way. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. Can't even really walk the streets at night. The boys in blue always looking to fight. Now you wanna go and pull me over, asking stupid questions, am I drunk or sober? You're full of shit, let's make one thing clear, because the bigotry and hate, it all stops here. Truth hurts, now you wanna get rid of me. We'll never back down to a bitch-ass enemy. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? You don't know me like that. It's a time when our own people can't walk the streets alone.